when I clean up this area, because the pumpkin garden is right behind here with these beds. These are the 8x4x1, putting 2 of them up here. But when I clean this up, this area, and clean up this palm tree, which we are keeping, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this lemongrass and then replant it around the yard. It's probably one of my favorite borders. It's great for repelling insects. It is great in the sun or in the shade, and it's delicious on top of it. But yeah, it's so nice to have out here in the desert. Lemongrass is definitely one of my favorites. Some of these mint flowers are really crazy. I love it though. And they do smell good, and you can actually use the flowers as well. They can be used for teas and stuff like that also, and then all the skulls of my enemies. Just kidding, these are snapdragon seeds, seed pods. But it does look like a nice little chain of skulls to put on your belt. Our Cape honeysuckle here. And then the Mexican oleander, Mexican petunia, sorry. Mexican petunia, which are very pretty and purple. Yeah, gotta trim these guys up again. I got a lot to do. Again, oh, is that, it is another China berry. Gonna be doing a little maintenance before lady, you're very cute. No, everybody's in the pool, and she was just in the pool and doesn't want to go back in the pool. She doesn't realize just because people are in the pool doesn't mean she's going to be made to go. So she's with me because I'm the furthest from the pool. Lady, stay. Good girl. Pretty girl. You stay. So I'm going to do some maintenance first. I've got, once again, I have to do this like every week now. You can see the branches coming in here, our acacia tree, and the thorns on them, even when they're short, are ridiculous. But our pumpkins are coming in. The loofah is officially on the tree. That eggplant is doing phenomenal. Oh no, I bet that was a rabbit. Something got one of my lemongrass. Good thing I have plenty. Pumpkins are doing beautifully though. Beans are doing beautifully. I have a few more that have started to come in since I changed up the water. They just weren't getting wet enough before. But yeah, this pumpkin patch is great. Tomorrow I'll be planning out the final pumpkin patch, though they're not going to be ready by Halloween, but they will be ready shortly after, and that's fine. I do it just as much for food as anything else. I need to clean up that guy. He got a little sunburned right there. But yeah, this corn, which one is this again? This is the blue Hopi corn. This is doing great. And then I want to say, is it Martian Jewels? I think it's Martian Jewels. We'll check on them in a minute, but it's coming in great too. And then our okra back here, starting to come in, just tweaking the water. Let's look at these pumpkins because they're really going. However, on the way to the pumpkin, we've got to harvest this one and this one, let them dry for their seeds. But can we just talk about how beautiful this flamingo colored zinnia is and how it's just been going like crazy. I've already taken off 2 blooms before. It's got a new one coming in here. That's new. And then it's got all these other new ones. So pretty. And again, another thing with the soaker hose. This fly will not leave me alone. Oh, look, I had a pepper coming up and something ate it. Probably a rabbit, but that's okay. Nice things about peppers is even when they get topped, a lot of times they'll keep growing. So I will go ahead and I will actually, since this guy is now coming up, I will go ahead, this is a lilac bell pepper. I will go ahead and put some Irish Spring around him. They don't like that. But anyway, back to here, you can see this is one of the issues I have with the soaker hose. So I will top water these guys in a minute. But obviously these guys aren't getting enough water, right? And these guys are. They're along the same line, right? Those guys aren't, but then further down they are. So another issue I have with the soaker is just some areas get just the right amount of water and some don't get enough. So again, tweaking as we go. So here is the acacia, and you can see how long, like, okay, again, you don't know how big my hands are, but I have pretty big hands. Look at those things. These mesquite and palo verde, they are beautiful. They give off great shade. They grow fast. They are drought tolerant and pretty much drought resistant. However, if you have dogs or kids or want to walk around your yard barefoot, which I'm getting it to that point where we can walk around most of this acre barefoot, these are not the right trees to have. Anyway, let's look at our pumpkins. There's the other one, but this guy, you can see that one got a little sunburn, so I'll clip that leaf off. But look at these guys starting to really come in. I have not thinned them, and I need to mound up the soil too. I don't know if I'm going to thin them though, Because again, I talk about like, you know, soil volume. There's plenty of soil volume here for them all, including these guys. And these are stunning. And this guy here, look, ooh, little tendrils starting to come in. Hello, ants. Don't, again, worry about ants unless they are farming aphids. And then we got a problem. But right now, they are just looking for water. I think we hit, well, the temperature, I think, was 110 in the forecast today. We only got up to 108. We're usually a little cooler here, again, because I'm getting rid of all the rocks and putting in living mulch and a lot of plants. So ice plant is a great one. It definitely puts off, gives off, like cools off the area around it. Doesn't need a ton of water. Carapia, there are a lot of them that you can get that still doesn't take a lot of water, but will lower the temperature in your yard significantly. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Again, I'm going to give all these guys a quick top water. Yes, you can do that here. And it'll wash off a lot of these ants too, and also give the ants water down here. But yeah, I haven't thinned these either, but they're just so pretty. So another task to get done is all of the hollyhocks and the sunflowers I currently have planted. I have a new round coming in, but they have all done all their flowering. So I'm going to go I've found seeds, a lot of seeds in the Asian bed. But yeah, seeds have already gone all over from a lot of these. You can see they're empty. But here are the seeds right in there. So I will cut these at the base, and then I'll go ahead and I'll take all these off, and then hollyhock seeds right inside there. I like when they just grow natural too. So it's like planned gardening and chaos gardening all in one. So we'll do all the hollyhocks and mark them. This is the hot pink. But yeah, lots of seeds, and then they'll grow in again. Plus they've also self-seeded. I love hollyhocks. Then our sunflowers as well. We got to get in there and get those heads, save the seeds. Probably just spread them around the yard though, because these aren't going to be seeds we eat. And these were spread by the birds, so I'm not even sure exactly which variety these are. And then our almonds are starting to split, which means they're getting ready. Also got another flower that's going to be coming in on this cactus. These are the big, beautiful white flowers. They're so pretty. But I saved the best for last. And the best for last for those of you that actually did watch my video, even if you only watched part of it, but that did watch my video about my Asian garden. And if you've read the comment, here is the Asian garden. And again, like I said, it did not get up to, actually the night I put this together was one of the cooler nights. It got down to 79. I had my sweater on that night. But this was one of my all-nighter projects, and then I planted it out a few days ago. We already have 2 of the 4. Oh, no, there's 3. 1, 2, 3 of the black futsu squash coming in. So I'm excited. It looks like that one, the bird probably tried to take the seed. So we'll see how the birds do. I might have to come back, replant, and cover if the birds actually pull the whole seedling, but it hasn't been a problem usually. It was a huge problem in Encino. I'd plant sunflowers, I had to cover every single one. I had that whole wall of sunflowers. But speaking of sunflowers, my first red sun sunflowers coming in. So this is, I have red sun sunflower here. All along the back on here, I've got more winged beans so they could use the fence for the trellis. And then this is a red sun, Mongolian, right? Mammoth Mongolian, something like that. And then they alternate all the way down. And then the ones with the, I wish I could remember, this is the Mongolian sunflower, but these are, I can't remember if this was one of the shards, the mountain greens, or black sesame. I'll have to look it up on my chart and see. But yeah, we're starting to sprout. So excited. Asian garden in Las Vegas. Exciting. I'm also redoing this grow bag garden. So, because I'm taking out this fence right here that separates this garden from the Asian garden. However, we're going to have these here. Oh, look, my finger's in frame. I still have not gotten used to my camera. And my regular stand-up camera where I have the tripod for it, unfortunately, gets way too hot when it's over 100 degrees out. So, yeah, back to what I was saying, squirrel. So we're going to line these up here and then have the space in between, another row all the way down, another row all the way down, and then some of these big grow bags over here. I'm taking out this chicken wire from here to here. And so it'll give me a nice pathway to bring in my cart of soil or mulch, whatever I need. But yeah, I've already got the irrigation ready. The tube runs along there over to there, so I just need to put in my little 1/4 inch and then probably do my 2 gallon per hour emitters. Those are, I think, my favorite right now.